In this video, we're going to review the different wireless technologies as an introduction to the module. Wireless communications use waves as a transmission medium. Depending on the frequency, we will find technologies based on light or on conventional radio waves. That's because light is really a very high frequency electromagnetic radio wave. We're going to start with light. We're going to start with infrared. That is a light-based communication in which infrared beams are used as a transmission medium for short distances. Infrared are non-visible light waves that are a little under red in the radio frequency spectrum. You can find them in, for example, in TV remotes and in some data links, but for most personal data transmission, they have been replaced by Bluetooth because it's more convenient. You can also find visible light communication equipment and free space optical communications equipment that rely on LED or lasers, and they can achieve gigabit per second speeds up to a couple of kilometers. So to link two buildings, instead, if you cannot put a cable or it's difficult, you can use one of these two technologies to connect one with a high-speed link to one with the other. So now we're going to go from light to radio waves, because Bluetooth is a short-range connection method that is based on radio waves. It's used to connect devices like headphones or speakers, or for short-distance transmission. Wi-Fi is really a trademark, but it's used to refer to wireless local area networks based on radio waves. Nowadays, these are the most popular connections with mobile devices if you are in a range of tens of meters from a Wi-Fi access point, because you can connect to internet for free or for a much lower fee than using the cellular network that the phone has. And this is the network we're going to speak about now. Mobile broadband is the name used for the connection to cell phone towers, and it's used to create remote connections through wireless internet service providers. So it's data connections using your mobile phone. It allows near ubiquitous access to the internet, and the users can be up to some kilometers or miles from a base station to connect with it. Another technology that is very important is microwave links that are used for point-to-point connections. They redirect the beam from the transmitting antenna to the receiving antenna and minimize interferences with other equipment. And finally, we're going to speak about satellites that are used by telecommunication companies to cover large distances and connect areas with difficult access. You can find satellite phones that you can use in the middle of the desert. Satellites are quite far, so depending on the application and on the bandwidth or whatever you need, then users may need large antennas or high-power devices. And to finish the video, I'm going to speak about the spectrum and how government agencies need to allot it. Because there are a lot of uses, and to avoid interferences, a careful distribution of frequencies used for different applications is needed. You have to tell if you're going to use some frequencies for data or for television, or for radio, or for cellular phones. Now they are, so you have to allot a part of the spectrum for that, and now they are in the process of changing some frequencies from television to cell phones because they need more frequencies for cell phones. So all this is done by government agencies that dictate how the radio spectrum is going to be used, and they are coordinated in an international body, so there are no interferences between different countries.